Today at SIAM Speaks, we are joined by Mr. Srinivasa Raghavan. He is CTO of Cummins Technologies. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Raghavan. And let's talk about India has set ambitious targets when it comes to renewable energy and hydrogen. How can we integrate them in the transport sector, and that too at a scale?
Yeah, very relevant in today's times. So as the world goes through multitude of choices of fuels, both from standpoint of security as well as needs of where the overall emissions and carbon footprint continues to grow, we have reached at a point where the transportation sector cannot avoid now the adoption of green technologies and green fuels. This challenge has always been about the scale. While research has been continuing for a very long time, we are starting to see the cost of, for example, natural gas as well as hydrogen are starting to come down. Of course, with support from the government and the policy makers, we have a great opportunity to dramatically increase. Adoptions could probably start off within cities. For example, there's a good opportunity to bring in applications like buses as well as short range applications where the accessibility of the fuel can be very well managed. Hydrogen, for example, while it's hard to transport, immediately in the short term, there is some very good opportunities to actually integrate the fuel in such applications, and it's going to be interesting for us. So I think we have to start thinking about how do we graduate this rather than make a one-time full switch. Start finding applications where it's easier to store the fuel, move the fuel, and get the actual applications to adopt it. So I think instead of a big jump, we have to start seeing this as a transition over a period of time. So both natural gas and hydrogen are great opportunities. Technologies like internal combustion engine and fuel cells are continuing to investigate the adoption of fuels. There is clearly a path in between when each of these technologies will start to come. But I'm a firm believer that with strong support of all the stakeholders, both for the industry as well as the government and the stakeholders, it is possible for us to quickly and gradually move towards the adoption of these fuels.
How can industry ensure manufacturing and supply chain readiness for emerging the new green fuel technologies?
So very interestingly, the research work on green fuels is happening across the world. We as a company have had an opportunity to further the research in different parts of the world. And very interesting is just to see how quickly the same problem given to different parts of the world have different solutions, but the benefit of the solutions can be brought back across the world. So from standpoint of manufacturing, I think, for example, if you take the internal combustion engine and hydrogen, we continue to keep a large portion of the engine very similar. And to actually adopt hydrogen into an internal combustion engine, there are specific changes that we need to make. So at times we think about, should we do a ground up new engine or look at a conversion of an already diesel based product that is available. So from standpoint of that, it is actually in some sense, we've been getting ready to scale up the ability to manufacture these products. But also the question is, it depends upon the demand. So as the demand comes through, we'll be able to actually look at implementing these solutions. And therefore, it seems like hydrogen ICE is a little more busier. The key challenge, of course, is areas like storage. So we need to work on storage solutions and so on, where I think the industry continues to put a lot of effort. So that's where I would say the industry is kind of looking to move forward.
Well, thank you, Srinivasa. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.